Get your popcorn ready for this year's top 10 games. It features 8 out-of-state matchups and 2 big-time in-state contests. And starting off the list at number 10 is the defending national champs North Shore taking on Texas Power Katy. In both teams' season opener on August 30th, the Tigers will look to get revenge on the Mustangs. Katy had 2 losses in 2018 and both came against the 6A Division I state champs, and both teams will be in the mix to compete for a state title in 2019. Another huge matchup on August 30th checks in at number 9, and it features Las Vegas Power Bishop Gorman traveling out to the Aloha State to face Hawaii Power St. Louis. Expect both teams to be ranked in the top 25 to start the 2019 campaign. A week before that, on August 23rd, Florida Power St. Thomas Aquinas is rolling out to the Bay Area to face the De La Salle Spartans in a big-time Florida versus California matchup. These two have faced off one time before during the MaxPreps era, and it came in 2011, and Aquinas rolled to a 30-6 dub during Joey Bosa's junior season. Baltimore Power St. Francis Academy is featured in 3 separate games in the top 10, and up first is on August 24th against Miami Central. Last year was hard for St. Francis to find opponents to play. This season is a total 180. They have one of the toughest schedules in the country, and it starts with a huge road game down in South Florida. IMG Academy is featured in 2 games, and both check in at number 6 and number 5. Up first is a big-time showdown against Philly Power St. Joseph's Prep on September 13th. Both these squads will be competing for the national title in 2019 with the talent and schedules they have lined up this season. One of 2 October games featured in the top 10 checks in at 5, and it is on October 18th when IMG Academy takes on St. Francis Academy. This game will feature over 40 players with FBS offers, and St. Francis hasn't lost a game since 2016, and the last team to beat them was IMG. Up next at number 4 is going down in the toughest league in America, the Trinity League. Mater Dei and St. John Bosco will both be featured in our top 5 when we release our rankings, and they face off on October 25th, and there's a good chance they will meet again in late November. Checking in at number 3 is going down on September 27th when Mater Dei travels to Washington, D.C. to take on St. John's. Both teams will be 1 and 2 when we drop our top 10 toughest schedules on July 3rd, and this game will have huge implications when it comes to deciding the national champ at the end of the year. St. John's is also featured at number 2 when they travel to Texas to take on Jaquindon Jackson in Duncanville on September 14th. There's something special when an out-of-state team travels to Texas, and this is going to have that same type of energy when De La Salle played Euless Trinity in 2015, and when Tate Martell and Bishop Gorman faced Cedar Hill in 2016. This is definitely a get your popcorn ready type of game. There won't be a better day in high school football than September 14th, because later on that night, St. Francis Academy takes on Mater Dei in Southern California in the inaugural Trinity League versus the World event. There's a chance this could end up being a number 1 versus number 2 matchup when they face off, and when it comes to talent, there's going to be a ton of big-time players in this one, led by 2020 USC commit Bryce Young and 2020 Alabama commit Chris Braswell.